I still think I'm crooked. Hi. Ow! I just twisted my wrist. How did I just do that? That was stupid. Okay. Hi, my name is May and I like to read. Thank you for coming to my updated About Me BookTube Newbie Tag. So, let's do it. Oh, hello. Hi, baby. Chevy is joining me. Oh, I've got Sagey Bro too. Hi, Sagey Bro. All right. We're gonna do the BookTube Newbie Tag. As mentioned, my name is May and I am 32, going to be 33 this year. I have a husband. We'll have been together 12 years this year. And I have 2 dogs. I have 2 cats. I live in Northern California. I enjoy both the outdoors and the indoors. I really enjoy reading. Other things I really enjoy are journaling. I love scrapbook journaling, bullet journaling, junk journaling, if you will. I like art. I like painting and drawing when I am in the mood. It's not an everyday thing, but I do enjoy it. I really enjoy K-pop. I'm a big K-pop girly. I've been a K-pop fan now for a little over 3 years now. Anyway, I really enjoy also traveling, going to concerts. I have been going to not a lot of concerts, but I do like to travel for concerts. This year I just recently went to Gov Ball, so that was really fun. What else do I like to do? Outdoors wise, I like to hike. I enjoy swimming. I'm like part fish, so that's still true. I do like the outdoors. Love going to a swimming pool. I also go to the gym. I just like to read, man. All right, that's all I like to do. Why did I start this channel? In the past, I really wanted to start this YouTube channel to talk about books. I had tried and dabbled in YouTube quite a long time ago, and that was on a different channel. And that channel was makeup tutorials back in 2010s, 2016, you know, peak makeup guru, you know, YouTube and stuff. I just trying to do fashion, all these things. I had a lot of fun with that, but it wasn't something I was passionate about. Like, it's hard to talk about those things as opposed to showing. As you can tell, I'm a yapper. I like to yap. So when I did get back into reading, I had been reading when I was real young, and then I quit for an amount of time after high school. Well, once I got back into it, I was like, I just want to talk about books with cool people. You know what I mean? What better way to do that than YouTube? So started my channel. Life happened. A lot of things, you know. Okay. I'll tell him. Anyway, a lot of things kind of got in the way. Just working through a lot of hard life experiences. I'm trying this again because why not? And I'm not gonna overthink it. I was trying way too hard beforehand. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to have fun. Even if this video's crap, nobody ever sees it, I just want to have fun. What are some fun and unique things that I can bring to BookTube? Oh, glad you asked. I have so many cool ideas that I've brainstormed, and I just want to bring them to life and hopefully inspire somebody else who's in my position to do those same things. Maybe not exactly the same things, but like I said, just inspire. Like, maybe you find something that I do in the future and it's like, wow, like, that's cool. I want to do my own version of that. And again, I don't think I'm this almighty, like, booktuber who's just been hiding in the shadows. I just want to be real. I just want to be authentically me because I hid so much of myself for so long. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pretending to be somebody I'm not, and I just want to be myself on YouTube. You know what I mean? And again, I don't care if nobody ever watches any of my future videos. I just want to do this for me. I kind of want to treat this almost like a diary of the books I've read, the books I love, and a couple other fun, nifty ideas. Hi, baby. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi. This is Sage. This is Sagey. She's a little over 1. This is the baby. This is the baby. Ouch. No bitey. Okay, so what was I saying? Unique things I can bring to BookTube. Yep, I'm gonna bring them. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a surprise because I don't want to talk about them and then I not do it and then people steal my ideas. What are you most excited about for my new channel? As I just mentioned, I have some really fun, cool ideas that I've never seen anybody else do. I have a lot of things brainstormed. Also, because I kind of want to make it like diary vlog style. Oh, there's a freaking buzzy on my eyelash, sorry. I live in a really beautiful area and I was documenting a little bit of this on my Instagram, which is also May Likes to Read. I was taking a lot of really cool pictures and like 90% of those pictures, oh my god, they're still fuzzy. Oh my god, I got it, Jesus Christ. 90% of the pictures on my Bookstagram are of my front yard, you know? And like, I had been told when I was more active on Instagram how beautiful my area was. People are like, I live in a big city, I can never have views like that. And I'm like, well, I am, you know, in the middle of freaking nowhere in Northern California. And it is beautiful here, but man, like I don't have a Target. My closest Target is an 1.5-hour drive. We just got our first Starbucks in a couple years ago. We just got Marshall's last year. You know what I mean? So like, we don't have big city stuff. So living in this area is both a challenge, but also a perk. I've got such a beautiful place that I live and I want to enjoy my life more. So by being able to go out, talk about books while I'm on a beautiful walk around my neighborhood would be super cool to vlog. Okay, why do I love to read? Well, I had to look it up just so I made sure I got the words right. But my favorite quote is by George R.R. Martin. I already know you've heard it. It is, I am gonna read it again so I don't mess it up. A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who, I still messed it up. A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. That is, oh god, it makes me cry. That is why I like to read. We're not gonna get too deep. I've not had an easy life. Why am I crying? I've not had an easy life. It's been a good life. It has not been easy. And every time I read, I can transport myself into a really cool new life. Just getting me also out of my comfort zone, learning more about the human experience, being a better person, having more empathy, more cultural competence. I mean, reading is everything to me. It's literally everything. And I was really lost for a while when I wasn't reading. Yeah, that's why I love to read. Oh, here's a good one. What book or series got you into reading? It's right behind me. I don't know if you can see them all down there. That is the series of Unfortunate Events. I am I guess you would say younger millennial. So when the first book came out, I got it. And I had followed that series until the end. I was a young kid and I fell in love. I fell in love with the horror of it. I fell in love with this magical world of this series. I fell in love with the thrill. I fell in love with, I can't wait till the next book comes out. And I think that I attribute that to being the series that really catapulted me into being the reader I am today. When did I start reading? I probably started reading when I was a child, very young. Like, loved reading since I even could read. Where do I usually read? Lately I've been listening to my audiobooks in bed before I go to sleep while I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. If I do read, it's on my living room couch or in my bed. But I just don't have a lot of free time to sit there and read. And I think I will start utilizing my rocking chair more. It's really comfortable, actually. My only issue is my it's a calf workout when I do sit there for a while, or I should say it's really my ankles more so than anything. Yeah, I might start reading this in this chair more often. What kind of books do I like to read? All kinds. I like everything. I like literally everything. I will say this, I am not a huge fan of nonfiction. Don't read a lot of that. I will, but I don't read a lot of it. I had read one that was written like a novel, and it was spectacular. Let's see if I can put it right here. This book was incredible. Highly recommend. Here's a nonfiction book rec. See, I do read them. I also don't tend to enjoy sci-fi. I do have another recommendation though of a sci-fi I read. Yeah, quickie, under 200 pages, highly recommend. And I also don't really enjoy, I guess, historical fiction. For a while, that's all I did enjoy, and then I think I just burnt myself out on it. What I do love, though, horror. These are my fantasy shelves. But for the most part, my favorite is romantasy. Oh, this one hurts. Okay, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? My willpower. I am not necessarily a lazy girl. I lack discipline. I had to conquer that with the gym, and I did. I've become very disciplined with the gym. My issue is the discipline of choosing to spend my free time editing, making, and creating these videos. I've filmed multiple times in the past couple years, never edited. To excuse myself, I'd say, oh, well, it's been too long anyway, just try again later. So that's gonna be the biggest challenge. Also, not trying to be a perfectionist. In my other videos, I went way too hard. I need to just freaking post it. I need to just lightly edit. Not do all the shenanigans. So yeah, I think those are gonna be the hardest things. My discipline, as well as not being a perfectionist. Okay, last question. What does your physical book collection look like right now? Here. I do need to reorganize it. I've kind of gotten, like, when I first did it, it looked beautiful, perfect. Well, I've recently decluttered as I've gotten new books in, and then those new books have just been thrown in there. I also have a stack of books. There's about 30 of them right here that I need to list for sale. I already know what you're thinking. She's a hoarder. I know. And then I have 2 bookshelves right here, as mentioned. Oh, and a book cart, and I have a book cart in my room. Book cart in my room is my TBR. This book cart right here is YA fantasy that I want to read. This one is my murder, mystery, thriller, horror shelf. Up here I have more YA. I've got a couple of my romance. I've got some classics, top left. Why am I telling you all this? You don't care. And then I have a section, but I'm not going to talk about it. Mainly because it's a pairing that is really well known from an author that I do not respect and do not want to bring attention to on my channel. But I do have a section for them because that was my life when I was 10 years old, 11, 12, 13 years old, and obsessively watching a movie over and over for a scene where a girl punches a boy in the face. You know what I'm talking about. We're not going to talk about it. We're moving the hell on. I do have a section for them, but it's not those. I do not own any of those, that original book series, and I never will. Never buy any of that crap again. All right, I'm gonna put this book back. I think I'm gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed the yap. Yap. Yappy May. Yo, girl can yap, okay? She likes to yap. I'm gonna get the heck off this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you around. Have a great rest of your day, y'all. Wherever you are, may all the blessings come to you. They're coming to you. I don't even know the difference between literary and contemporary. I sound like an idiot. All right, I'm fired. I'm not doing BookTube. Where's your fish? Go get your fish. Where's your fish? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I want you to go get your fish.